Okay, a writer for the Wall Street Journal documented her 2-week RV trip through the South with 3 of her friends. And even though the plumbing didn't work, she says it was worth it, reconnecting with her scrappy side. So how do you feel about summer RV trips, the idea of doing this with friends?
What do you guys think?
Who knows?
Guys, I think it would be fun. What if the plumbing worked? I think it would be fun with a few friends. I would have like a few little rules, like maybe no kids, maybe just for 5 or 6 days. Hit the road with good plumbing. I think it would be lovely. But I think I wouldn't like, you have to spend the night, right, at like a park with lots of people close by. That's the only part. I like the road part, but not the part with people around you. And Simon and I were in Utah for his 40th birthday, and we were out in the middle of nowhere, and the landscape looked like Mars. And apparently this is where they actually train astronauts and scientists, here it is, because it mimics the effects of Mars. On the ledge of that canyon were 2 camper vans with 5 women. I'm guessing they were between 20 and 23, and 2 dogs. And I was like, that. Because there was no camping permit there. They just pulled up.
Is there like a thing that you could like go right over? Like, is this like a Thelma and Louise?
No, it was not. Okay. Well, I guess it could be.
Sorry, okay.
It could be if you wanted it to,
Okay,
but that was the kind of came in. I was like, we don't need to shower. We hardly shower on vacation. Like, that would be perfect. I prefer to pee outside than in a thing.
You're on your own, man.
No, really? You want to do this? You want to do this?
I don't want to do this. I feel like I might have wanted to do this when I was like in my summer fling days. Like I could see it now. But I feel like now, we recently like stayed at an RV just very briefly, like for an overnight, and it was just 3 of us, Jason, Jaya, and me, and I felt like that was too many people in the camper van. And there's Jaya, and it's like you can see
that's cute.
Jason wasn't there because I was like, you got to go outside because there's 2 of us in here, and it's too claustrophobic.
But what if you could trick out the interior to match your personality?
Oh, I don't care. I just want to get there.
I did this, so I did this, and I will say I would definitely do it, but definitely do it in the summer. I did this in the winter. If you guys can remember why? November 2020. Guess what that was? Pandemic. We couldn't go anywhere, so I said, how do we get out of the damn house? So we rented this RV. We went down to Chatham, Kent area in southwestern Ontario. We visited old settlements, black settlements that were part of the Underground Railroad. Ryan cooks breakfast every morning with that silly mustache.
Pandemic mustache.
You know, and it was lovely. It was claustrophobic. But the one thing I will tell you, there was a very strong RV culture out there, and we were the outsiders. So we were trying to understand RV culture. It's like, it's amazing. You know, they have hand signals. Do you know that they have hand signals? You can drive by, and there's certain things that you do. And like,
really?
Yes. We learned. And so if you're going to do it, learn the lingo, learn the language. You are coming into their world. As a
right.
Is
this the world you want to go into?
I have a hand signal for RV trips. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I was worried for a second.
I'm not. You weren't sure which digit was going to It was so funny while everybody was cheering. Me and this one woman in the front row with the red hair. And
you're like, no.
We locked eyes. We're like, hell no. I'm gonna blame this on all the road trips I did with my family, all those family vacations. We drove to Florida, we drove to Mexico, and I cannot get
You drove to Mexico?
Yeah, Tijuana.
What?
It's a story for another day. We had donkey meat by the side of the street. It's a story for another day.
Oh, wow.
Yes, exactly. So now you know, there's no vehicle.
I think I understand now why
There's
you
no
don't wanna.
vehicle trip I want to take, but I do sometimes fantasize about, like, you know, this life we live is very hustle, bustle, the phone, the whole thing. That sometimes I'm like, maybe I should just sell all my stuff, buy an RV, right? Cut up all my identification, go off the grid.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another story.
Right?
I think that's what those girls
That
did.
is the only. If you see me in an RV, I've committed a crime and I am on the run. And I got all my cash underneath there somewhere. That's the only how I'm doing an RV.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.